What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Eastside Flock. I'm Eric G, and today we're gonna be talking about maybe the worst game I've ever seen from the Ravens in person. I was at the stadium last night for the blackout game versus the Lions. Man, this is my problem. First off, can we fix the scoreboard, man? The scoreboard was broken at M&T until like I'm pretty sure it felt like halfway through the second quarter the scoreboard wasn't working. And I knew at that moment that we were gonna fucking lose that game. Because how the hell can we not get our shit working? It's like they spent all this money on the dopest fireworks going off on the stadium, everybody going crazy, and they can't get the scoreboard to work. Right there and then I knew we was done for. But I just wanna say we look so unprepared. Like we went out there and I've been talking to people. I've been chatting up with other Ravens fans. We all kind of feel the same way. The defense looked awful. The offense was struggling. We were putting up 40 points and we only put up 30. But let me just say this. Overall, the team looked unprepared. They looked like they went in there and they watched no film. And the Lions said, if you ain't gonna watch film, we're gonna take advantage. Exactly what they should do. The Lions are a good team. We went in there like we were playing the goddamn Cowboys. We went in there unprepared, lackluster, and the Lions took advantage of it. Give them credit. Like they took advantage of that shit and said, "Fuck you. We gonna do what we do and win a football game." Like at the end of the day, that's what it is. But I feel like every time this is what happens. It was a big moment, big game. The crowd is getting into it. The crowd's going crazy. It is loud in that stadium. And what do the Ravens do? Put on a lackluster performance when it matters in the regular season. And in the playoffs, they do the same thing. They went in there thinking we beat them 38-6 last time. We don't need to prepare for this game. And that's just ridiculous. That's what it looked like they did. That's obviously not what they did, but we're going to get into some of these numbers and why it's frustrating to lose a game like this and why it just seems like we was unprepared overall. So let's look at the numbers. Time of possession. The Lions had the ball for 33 fucking minutes of this game because they just could run the ball as much as they want. We only had the ball for 26, I'll round that up, 27 minutes. This is a huge problem. The Ravens win their games by controlling the clock, being in control. And you gave up control because the run game was there. Look at these rushing yards. 224 rushing yards. This is not the Baltimore Ravens I know. This is not Ravens football. And yes, Matty BK was out. Kyle Van Noy was out. But the guys that come in need to step up. And I get that's a big game to step up in. But it looked like we had no answers for their run defense. Like for their rushing attack. Like there was no adjustment made. I feel like I watched the same run play 13 fucking times and watched the same guys get stuffed at the line and not make any adjustments. There was no defensive adjustment. It was ridiculous. They did the same thing over and over again. They only passed for 202 yards. 202 yards. But because they were running the ball, they had 8 penalties, which was absolutely ridiculous. They were consistently making mistakes, and we never capitalized. Ever. It was outrageous. We look so badly coached as a team. Nobody's even talking about that. Like, the accountability needs to be made because you can't be giving up 224 rushing yards, 202 pass yards. Like, it's fine, but you can't give up this number. If you had this with like 84, 85 rushing yards, you win the game. They wouldn't have even had 38 points. The problem, to me, is not only accountability, but accountability from the entire coaching staff. Harbaugh needs to come out and apologize. Or needs to come out and apologize. I mean, what the hell was that? a piss poor performance. It was ridiculous. And then, not to mention, you look at this box score. Start with Jared Goff. 110, 111 QBR rating. Got it done when he needed to. Absolutely. 71% completion, 202 total yards, 1 touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs had 67 yards. David Montgomery had 151 yards. Like, that's crazy. 12 carries for 151 yards. I know they didn't have Gibbs last time we played him, but he wasn't even a big factor in this game. They beat us without even using their main guy. Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery was the guy. We could not stop him the whole game. We stopped Jahmyr. And David Montgomery just would come in and run all over us. And it's the 1-2 punch. I get it. That's their offense. Obviously, Jahmyr was a part of the pass game too, but like, really nobody had a good game on their offense. But our defense was so bad, it was enough to get the job done. And then they held the ball. Look at the Ravens. This is crazy. Lamar had a 77% completion rating, 288 yards, with 3 touchdowns and a QBR of 55.8. And we lost. How the hell is that possible? How is it that is that possible? Like, in no world should that be happening. That is a crazy stat line. And it is absolutely worthless because we lost the game because the defense and the coaching does not know how to be accountable. What are we doing? What are we doing? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you look at this, I don't know. I I I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy when you look at this and you look at these stats. Mark Andrews had a great game. He had um 6 catches for 91 yards. I mean, and we stopped feeding him 2 touchdowns. I mean, just coaching overall was such a problem, and it is every year. I wish I had started this channel in like 2019, man, because I had been saying that we needed to find a replacement for Harbaugh, and we did. We really did. And then he went to the damn Seahawks. We let the man that we should have had as our head coach go to the Seahawks. You had your offensive coordinator. You had your defensive coordinator. You put him into the head coaching spot. Boom. That's all they needed to do. He knew the culture. He knew, but we didn't want to give him a chance. We have our head coach. Harbaugh's great. Harbaugh's great. We're going to keep him. And look at what happened. At this point, I feel like you need to make some sort of move. You need to send a message and make a move, because this is unacceptable. They need to go into Kansas City next week and put belt to ass if Harbaugh wants a job. Like, it needs to be that point now. And they need to say that. They need to tell him in a meeting, hey man, you've been shit for the last how many years we've had Lamar for? You haven't gotten him a ring. You haven't gotten him close. You haven't prepared him. You haven't done what you needed to do with this team to get us past. If you don't beat the Chiefs and get us back in a playoff position, oh, 100% we're getting rid of you. And they need to tell him that straight. Change your coaching style. Do something different. This shit has not been working. It has not been working. Ever since that, when you had the #1 seed, the Titans come in and you lose that game, unacceptable. Ridiculous. That stadium was going crazy. Loudest M&T's been. Or at least that's how it felt. I don't know if that's statistically accurate. But you can't be losing games like this. You have a gauntlet of a schedule and a gauntlet of a first 5, 6 games. Really 7 games when you look at the schedule. They need to send a message to Harbaugh. Harbaugh better win. And if he doesn't win next week, he got to go. He got to go. The unpreparedness is just unacceptable. And that's the coaching thing. You didn't prepare the guys that needed to step in enough. You had 6 days to get it done. And you still ain't do what you needed to do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I wrong? Did we beat ourselves again? Was it the Derrick Henry fumble? Because I feel like that didn't play into much of anything. I think it was the overall unpreparedness. Was it the fumble? Was it that Lamar was sacked 7 times in the offensive line? Was the issue? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. We will see y'all in the next one. Peace.